I was speaking with a client today and they brought up a really, really good point, and I wanted to have a discussion here on YouTube about it and hear what other people are thinking because I personally am not hearing or seeing a lot of information about this, and I may be on the wrong side of YouTube or I may just not be as connected as I thought I was. But what do you all feel about spirituality and the emergence of AI? Because on one hand, I thought that I had a lot of great benefits or pros, as you would call them, as to why AI is going to enhance humanity and allow us to use it as a tool to not only create freedom, but also to better express ourselves in ways that we've never been able to before. Very similar to when the .com era came about or when the internet, World Wide Web came about. Although I have my own beliefs as to the idea that none of this was ever actually created, it was just given to us at a specific time because it was necessary for our evolution, which is exactly how I feel about AI. But on the other hand, my client mentioned something that really made me think because I didn't actually have an answer for this, but do you all feel as though AI takes away from that natural creativity that we get from the source? Do you believe that AI can duplicate this or replicate this? Or will there always be that missing element of the human touch or empathy, which my hope for humanity in terms of AI is the fact that AI cannot replicate our empathy, our ability to feel, our ability to connect in a way that is so true to soul. Because as humans, we connect on a soul level. At least that's the goal. That's what we're here to do. And this is why we are doing this work, is so that we can help awaken the soul within other people and then connect with that soul. That being said, going back to the whole idea of AI and natural creativity, what does that really mean? So the example that my client gave was that, an artist who paints, well, now there are AI services or AI softwares that can create a painting or a picture just based on the words that you give it. Does this take away from the many artists that have this true ability to just naturally sit down and come up with a painting from their own channels? Another example is me. I love to write, and writing will always be something that I'll do, regardless of how many AIs are out there that can probably write better and faster than I can. But the element of writing for me is the fact that I channel directly from the source whenever I write, and there to me is no AI that can do that. That being said, I know this, but does the rest of the world know this? How are we going to be able to differentiate between whether or not AI has been or has had some part in creating anything that we consume? I can tell you right now, it's a large part of what we consume because people have figured out ways to utilize AI to feed whatever algorithms or systems that they are trying to reach people on. But my message to you is, although all these things are true, and yes, there are many pros and there are many cons, how can we continue to work with it instead of against it and not allow it to overcome us? And my answer to you is just to remain authentic to yourself and only using this as somewhat of a tool to enhance what's already within. I hope that made some sense, but the gist of it is that I really still am not sure where this leaves us, where AI is going to take us in terms of spirituality. But what I do know is that I will be personally using the tools, and it's already helped me so much in my own businesses to enhance the messages that I have within. So, for example, one thing that I've been experimenting with, as you guys know, here on my channel, I have been uploading videos of me recording my own writings that I have published onto my website that have been written 100% by me. However, the videos that I've been making, I've used the help of AI to generate those videos. For example, adding captions to those videos was done completely by AI, because had I sat there and took my time to generate or type out each one of the words that I said, that could have taken me hours. So there in itself is another benefit to AI, is the fact that it can free up time for us to go after and pursue the things that we actually want to do. It creates freedom. So we have to choose. And again, this is like every other message that I put out on my channel. Everything really comes down to choice. It comes down to frequency and consumption. What are you choosing to consume? Because that then creates your reality. So, as conscious beings, if we can use this tool consciously and use this tool as a promoter of the light messages that we have, whether it be through art, whether it be through speaking, through writing, or just existing in our truth, as long as we keep that in mind, then I don't see a problem with any of this. I'm not saying that there is a problem, and I'm not saying there isn't. I'm just saying, how can we find the balance in all of this and not allow for it to consume us, but allow it to enhance us? I think that in itself is the answer. So, me talking through this video kind of helped put a lot of this into perspective to me. Ultimately, it does come down to a choice of whether or not we allow this new technology to overtake a lot of our lives, or do we allow it to enhance our lives, our experience here in this 3D world. I can think of so many other benefits of AI and how we can incorporate it into spirituality, but for now, I'm looking at this just like how the internet was many, many years ago when it first came out. There were a lot of skeptics. There were a lot of people who, didn't believe in it and who didn't see the future. But we have to be able to utilize this in the same way that the internet was used, for connection, for growth, for expansion, for knowledge, and to share that knowledge. So, however you plan on doing that, I just hope that you keep this all in mind and share your comments down below. What are your thoughts on how AI can potentially impact the world of spirituality or the lifestyle of a lot of spiritual beings? How do you think it will impact the consciousness of the collective, being that it's so prevalent in everything we do in our day-to-day lives? So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing what you all have to say.